everyone, my name is Jackie Christ. I am going to be a third year, fourth grade learning support teacher in the state of Pennsylvania, and today is classroom setup part 2. So I am in my car. I am leaving my house now to go head to school. In my last classroom setup part 1, if you didn't see part 1 of classroom setup, make sure to go back and watch that one first. But I papered the front of my wall edge at the bottom of it. So when I get there, I want to paper the top. So that's gonna be my first task. And then I will just set you up and see what else we get to. But again, I'm hoping to get a lot on the walls. I'm really just focusing on that first, and then I will do organizing afterwards. I just feel like I'm gonna feel a lot better once all of the decor is up. So that is my plan for today. I also want to get my desk kind of set up a little bit too, so we will do that. And yeah, so I will see you when we get to school. I just got to my classroom and I opened one of the cabinets by my door and I found 2 rolls of the Better Than Paper bulletin board paper, and I just ordered some yesterday. I couldn't find it anywhere. I knew I had more, but I just couldn't find it. So I did the bottom down here with different paper because I just couldn't find the paper anywhere, and I thought maybe like I just didn't have any more. I don't know. So now I'm like so sad because I wish I could have just done it with the Better Than Paper, but I'm not gonna redo that because it took me forever. But I am gonna do the top with the Better Than Paper just to make sure that it doesn't wrinkle, because that other paper really does wrinkle. So hopefully it doesn't look too bad. I am gonna border those 2 areas separately, so hopefully it just looks like they're their own bulletin boards anyway. But yeah, I'm so sad. I'm gonna try to cancel that order because now that I have 2 rolls, I can even do my desk, because I want to do the front of my desk. I want to redo that because it's been like that for like 3 years and it just needs to be done or redone. The border is falling off and everything. So I'm glad that I found that, but hopefully I can cancel that order. If not, I'll either just keep it for the future because I'm sure I'll need it, or try to return it. So yep, we're gonna get started. after hours. The wall is finally done. It's not perfect, but I think it looks really good. Okay, so it is now the next day. I didn't get to film as much yesterday as I typically do because my coworker's daughter was actually helping me, and she really did help me get a lot done. She helped me put up my alphabet. She took down the front of the paper and border on the front of my desk because I want to redo that. She helped me take all the labels off my furniture because we have to label our furniture with our room number. And then she also helped me cut out some of the things for my growth mindset board, which I want to put up today. So it's really looking great. Oh, she also helped me put my skip counting numbers underneath of my whiteboard. So we got a lot done. When I get to school, I'll show you a little overview since I didn't really get to show you yesterday. But I don't really know all that I'm going to get done today besides my growth mindset board. I'm going to just kind of look at what decor I have left and what I kind of want to put up. Maybe I'll put up my affirmations and my number line. My border did come in the mail, and I have the ladder in my classroom so I can put up border, so I definitely want to do that today. The border is a different color than I was expecting. It looked different in the picture on Amazon, so I'm hoping it still looks okay, but I'll show you that when we get there too. I might just have to deal with it because I don't have time to wait for different border to come in. So we'll see about that. Hopefully it works out. But I am going to head to school now, and I will see you when we get there. All right, I just got to my classroom, so I'm going to show you a little overview so you can see kind of how it's looking and what we got done yesterday. So here's the door when you walk in. Right next to the door, I have my birthday wall. The glare is looking really bad on camera, but it's not as bad in person. And I also, during the school year, I don't have my overhead lights at the front of my room on, so because I'll put up my string lights around my board, and then I'll have the back lights on, and that will help with the glare as well. So I don't think it'll be too bad, but I'm gonna add little tags underneath of each of the months for the students' birthdays. And then this board is still the same. Today I'm going to do my growth mindset board, so you'll see yesterday I cut out the letters here, and I have the rest of it over on my desk. And then I need to finish the border because I want to do the triple border just like I did around my desk. My coworker's daughter helped me put up these skip counting numbers, and I think they look really, really cute. And then she also helped me put up the alphabet, and I did the paper up there. So you did see the clips of me doing that yesterday, so that took a lot of my time, but the alphabet is up. There are some letters that I have to just adjust a little bit that are a little bit crooked and not in line, but I'm gonna fix that. So there's that. I have to today do the border around the top part where my alphabet is, as well as where my skip counting numbers are. So we'll see. I want to do my back wall first and see how much border I have left. And then this you saw in part 1, that's all the same. And then my bulletin board over here is still the same. My desk is still a mess, and I think it's just going to be a mess for a little while because it's kind of like my workstation right now. And then I had my coworker's daughter take all the paper and border off of my desk and also my filing cabinet, so I want to get that repapered today. I have to change out these labels on my 10 drawer cart, and then everything else is basically looking the same. She took down my rules posters. I'm going to take down the last one too. And here is a little pan. This is the back wall that I am going to border today. So you saw at the front that I have the ladder here, so we're going to do that today, and I will show you what border I got and we'll see how it looks. I'm kind of nervous about it. And then I started to set up my couch over here a little bit. I put this cover on it and I don't know if it looks good or not, and I just kind of grabbed pillows from my house that we're not using, and I know it doesn't really match the best, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I take the cover off? Should I leave it? Does it look fine? Do we really care that much? I'm not sure. So that's kind of how the couch is looking right now. I'm not sure if I love it. I have to change out my affirmation board. You can see the A kind of fell down there, so I'm not sure I'll get to that today, but I might clear off the cubbies here and put that stuff away just because it just looks really cluttered and a mess. And then those boxes have books in it. I think those are the ones that I'm getting rid of, so I have to figure that out. My Keurig down here doesn't work, so I need to take that home. And then my little gingham pillow, since that doesn't really match the theme anymore. So those are things that we're going to be taking home. But yeah, so that's a little overview of what the classroom is looking like. I think the front is really coming together. Let me back up a little bit. I think it looks really cute. So I'm excited to see what we get done today. Okay, so the first thing that I think I'm gonna do is this bulletin board right here. I'm gonna finish the border and then start putting up the growth mindset. And then next, hopefully I don't make you too dizzy. Next, I'm gonna try to border the back wall. So let me show you the border that I have. Okay, so here's the border. I thought it was gonna be like a brighter pink because that's how it looked in the picture, but it's really not. So I'm gonna kind of put this up with my decor colors. Do we think that that looks okay? Does that go with the colors that I have? I'm not sure. Does it match? We might just have to make do with it because I'm not really sure. But we'll see how it looks when I put it up. So that's what we're gonna kind of go with for the back wall. not sure if I like the pink border around the chalkboard or not. I added a little bit of white behind here to see if I liked that, and I think I like it a little bit better because it kind of pops a little bit. But I don't know, what do you guys think? I might just end up changing it, to be honest. And I know it matches like around the board, but, or around the wall I mean, but I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Let me know if you have any other ideas. It is now the next day. I just finished at the gym and now I am going to head to school. But before I head to school, there's actually a Walmart right next to the gym, and I ran out of double-sided tape, and I always need double-sided tape for everything in my classroom. So I'm gonna go and get 2 more packs of that. And then after I get the tape, then we'll be on our way to school. So I will show you guys a little overview of the classroom once we get to school, so you can kind of see what we got done yesterday, and then I'll go over the plan for today. I can only stay at school for a couple of hours today because I do have tutoring at 2:30, so I'll have to leave a little bit before 2:30 to get there on time. But we should be getting there by 9 o'clock, and that should give us plenty of time to get some things done today. So let's head to Walmart and then we'll head to school. All right, so we're in my classroom. I'm gonna kind of show you what we got done yesterday. So one of the big things is my growth mindset bulletin board over here. I think it turned out really, really cute. I still have the ladder here because I want to do the border around the top of my wall as well as down at the bottom where my skip counting numbers are. We decorated the front of my desk over here. So I put the paper and then the banner, and I also put paper on my filing cabinet back here. I didn't put any border just because my chair kind of hides it anyway, so that kind of works out. And then here's just a little pan of what was done previously. I just hung up this wreath. I don't know if it's gonna stay in that exact position, but I do know that I want that to be hung on that board over there somewhere. I cleaned up my desk, the top of my desk. Today's task is going to be to organize all the top of here, get that all cleaned up because it's driving me crazy. I also, this morning right when I came in, I just added these frames of different pictures that came with my decor bundle. So you can see those there. Not sure if they're gonna stay there exactly, but that's where they are for right now. And then you saw yesterday I was kind of having trouble with this pink border. I just don't know how I feel about it, so I think I might try to layer it with another border, so I'll show you that. I tried out that little white. I don't know if I like that either, but I think I might layer it with a like straight border. So we'll see how that looks and if I'm feeling up for doing that whole wall again or not, but I'll definitely do it around the chalkboard, and then if I have time then I can always go back and do the rest of the wall. But I kind of cleaned up this little area over here. That's all good. I cleaned off the board. I have more border coming in because I had to actually take off some of the border off of this whiteboard to use for my desk. So I have more coming in, but it won't be in for a while. So I'm gonna redo that. This is kind of just like my catch-all for all my bins and organization. And then this is all the decor, bulletin board type things. I started to clean off this area over here. So that's another thing. I just want to set up my student center today as well. And then I have my aide's desk back there and her garland and her bulletin border over there. My bookshelves are over there. I don't think I will get to setting those up today. Especially if I want to not redo, but add on to the border. I'm gonna need to move those bookshelves out of the way. So I want them to be as light as possible. I put down my little rug over here. But yeah, that's a little overview of what we got done yesterday. I need to do my affirmations. I want to try to do that today, so we'll see if we get to it. But yeah, now we're back to the front of the door. So that's what it's currently looking like in here. I think it's really coming together quite nice, and I'm really happy with it. All right, so right now I think I'm just gonna work on kind of clearing off the back here, the back of my counter, and then also setting up my student center. I just need a little bit of a break from doing bulletin boards and border, so we'll definitely do some of that today, but I'm gonna start with just organizing for my sanity a little bit. So I'll prop you up and show you that as I do it. Cleaned off. So this is what it's looking like. These I need to organize a little bit more, and I want to make labels to make them look better. But these are my math binders by chapter. I don't have all the chapters here, so that's going to be something that I'm going to work on getting together this year. And then these are math baseline assessment binders for when I have students who qualify for math replacement instruction, so I can try to figure out what skills they need for their IEP goals. And then this is my reading binder. We make math and reading little reference notebooks, so a lot of the reference sheets I just keep in these math and reading binders. And then I have my little organization file thing here. This has a lot of like helpful things for when I'm writing IEPs. And then this, I have these labels like to file and to grade on my 10 drawer cart, but this is helpful for when like my aide is helping me with grading and things like that. So I'm gonna make new labels for that match my theme. So that's there, and then I just have a notebook up there. And then this is my big stack of papers that I need to go through and file at a later date. That was what was behind me on my windowsill, so that's just sitting on my desk now. And then I'm going to be printing some border on cardstock today, so I have that there. This is here for me to remember that I want to make labels, so I'm just gonna leave that maybe up here. I put my turn-in bin up there, and then I found these cute calendars I figured I could use for something. So that's what everything's looking like right now. I feel better about that. So now we are going to go over here, and I'm gonna start to set up my student center. So this table is the student center, and then above here I put like different types of paper. So like line paper, graph paper, white paper, things like that. So I'm gonna get that set up now. This is what we have so far for the student center. So I have candy for them. I'm actually gonna make them have to buy them with our school like little tickets that we give out. So last year I would just kind of give it out as I saw fit, but now I'm gonna have them work a little bit harder for it. Hand sanitizer, tissues, extra erasers, and pencil grips. I might find a cuter jar for this, we'll have to see. My dull and sharp pencil jars, I have new labels for those. And then I just worked on organizing their little supply caddy here. So these are the Mr. Sketch markers for the students. I have my own pack. And I think I'm gonna put some more Crayola markers in there just to make it filled up a little bit better. And then I have my color pencils. I have some new color pencils that I might swap out, but that's just how it's gonna look for now. I have this sharpener here because the students can't use the electric sharpener for the color pencils or it'll break it. So I have that there for color pencils. These are some crayons and sticky notes. Most of the time we use the color pencils, but just in case. And these are my Colors of the World color pencils. I decided to have those in a separate jar this year because before they were mixed in here, and I would just much rather have them separated. I think I have more somewhere, so once I find those, I'll fill that again. This is gonna be for rulers. I'll have to get some of those out of my supply closet. And then I have whiteboards here. Again, I'm gonna switch out the label. So that's just a little overview. And then I started setting up their paper on this side. So I have this little runner and then some garland. And I need to make new labels for these, but we have coloring sheets, graph paper, blank paper, and lined paper. All right, so the next thing I think I want to do is my 10 drawer cart labels. I'm not sure, I don't think I cut the lamination out for those yet, so I'm gonna need to cut those out first, and then we'll put those onto my 10 drawer cart. On my wall today, so I might move that to part 3 of classroom setup. And I think I'm gonna sit here and just laminate some things because I do have some of the affirmation little cards that aren't laminated yet, which I just realized. So in order for me to do that board, I'm gonna need that to be laminated and cut out anyway. So I'm gonna do that. And then before I did start cutting out these little banner pieces, and I think I wanna, this was supposed to be for my hallway bulletin board, but I can always reprint another one. I think I want to use this for my bulletin board right by my desk just to give it something cute to add on to it. So I'm going to sit here and just laminate and cut a bunch. And honestly, that might be the last thing that I do today because I'm just not feeling up to doing much because I'm just tired, honestly. So we're going to get to laminating and cutting. Alright guys, that is it for part 2 of classroom setup. There will definitely be a part 3, so make sure you are subscribed and have your notification bell on so that you are notified when that video is uploaded. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you for classroom setup part 3 in my next video. Bye guys!